First of all, I would like to thank Cable Access for allowing me to speak to the voters of Ward 5. My name is Nelson Macedo, and during my 12-year tenure as Ward 5 councilor, I brought the City Council the strong, concern, and the results-proven representation the residents of Ward 5 deserve. The constituency have rightfully and powerfully expressed their demand for the kind of responsible government that will allow them to have input into the governmental decision-making process that will affect their lives each and every day. As a former Ward 5 councilor and a candidate for election in this year's race, I have stressed and will continue to stress open lines of communication in order to guarantee the input of all the residents of Ward 5 will continue to be heard in a professional manner. As in the past, I will continue with my policy of scheduling open ward meetings with the residents of Ward 5, which have proven to be a valuable source of information and direction to me. Every resident's voice will be heard. In my years in office, I protected Ward 5 taxpayers by being constantly vigilant against unethical practices and reckless spending. We must continue to work towards transparency and accountability in city government, while ensuring taxpayers get their dollar's worth of service for every dollar spent. While as acting mayor, I made it my policy to meet weekly with the city assessors to ensure tax policy was instituted fairly. My primary goal will be to continue strict control of the city's spending, to ensure that the taxpayers' money is spent wisely while directing resources to critical needs. Taxpayers have been asked to pay more over the last several years. It is more important now than ever that we must properly plan for our future needs, including city's infrastructure, public safety, and especially education. In the past, I worked closely with city department heads and others in city government to promote favorable action on city applications in place and realign water and sewer lines, and to improve the conditions of streets and sidewalks throughout the ward. As I have proven before, delivering results for the residents of Ward 5 and the area constituency services will rank high in my overall objectives as your Ward 5 councilor. The improvements of the Bedford economic climate is another area of great concern. We must preserve our existing industries while encouraging them to expand as well as invite new businesses to come to New Bedford. I will continue to support the seafood, copper, emerging green energy sectors, and tourism industries in New Bedford, as well as the newly formed Creative Economic Network. This is a newly formed state program focuses on industries such as cultural, nonprofits, auditors, architects, movie directors, artists, and musicians. Strong commercial and industrial base would help to lower residential property rates. Tourism is one of the most important factors in the economic development growth of Wayland City. As in the past, chairman of the Wayland City Festival for 5 years and board member of 12, I worked hard to promote New Bedford and attract those needed tourism dollars into our economy. And I will continue to do just that. Public safety is vital to the growth and the future of our city. Police and fire departments are frontline responders and must be properly funded. We also listen to the men and women on the front lines, understand what their needs are, and then explore all avenues of funding to meet them. I will strive to implement foot patrols throughout the ward, as this will foster, nurture, and strengthen the relationships between law enforcement and the residents of Ward 5. During the majority of my 12-year tenure as councilor, Ward 5 possessed the lowest crime rate in the city of New Bedford. I fought for and proposed in the City Council legislation for tougher penalties against drug dealers and gun possessions in our school zones. School safety is vital concern for all the residents of Ward 5. Thus, I will also seek funding to maintain our school resource officers. I will bring responsible, dedicated, and experienced representation to all the residents of Ward 5. My name is Nelson Macedo, and I'm asking for your vote on October 8th.